Hi everybody, I'm Paddy Hunter Murphy, and this is the Senior Pickleball Tips Podcast, where we discuss everything pickleball as it relates to us seniors. Hello everyone, and welcome to the latest episode of the Senior Pickleball Tips Podcast. And as you probably know, we reached our 50th episode last time, so this is episode 51, so we're heading towards the 100th episode. Right, well, in a total contrast, a fortnight ago, as many of you know, I had Lee Whitwell here on the podcast, and she is the number one senior female player in the world from Gibraltar and England, although she plays in the States. And today, by complete contrast, because this is what Senior Pickleball Tips is all about, we have with us today William Clelland, and I want you to listen to his story. This really is about pickleball changing lives. William at the moment plays at a level of about 3.0, and I want him just to tell you about himself, and we'll get through this amazing story he has where he really did reach rock bottom and brought himself up. William, how are you? How are you doing?
Hi, Paddy. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Thanks. I'm really happy to be here on your podcast. Very, very honoured to be here.
Oh no, it's our pleasure. Listen, William, where are you speaking from? Obviously you're Scottish, which is fantastic. Where are you speaking from?
Well, right now I live in Helensburgh in Scotland. That's about 30 miles from Glasgow. I've lived here for about 4 years. I moved here from Glasgow. Yeah.
And where are you originally from? Are you originally from Glasgow, and whereabouts?
Yes, I'm from Glasgow. I grew up in the east end of Glasgow, around about the Parkhead, Celtic Park area, around about there. At that time it was quite a rough area, council estates, and So I grew up there in the east end.
Right. So describe your childhood a little bit, William, in that, in a pretty rough area. You're in Glasgow. What was it like? I'm sure it wasn't all bad, but it must have been, I think interesting is probably the wrong word, but pretty tough.
Yeah. I mean, I was quite lucky in a sense that my parents, they worked hard and they did the best they could, and they brought us up the best they could, and I was quite clever, and I qualified for a good grammar school and stuff, so, I was sharp. But we lived right in the middle of the council estates all around about us. There was gang fights all the time. There was just loads of it, and I got involved with that, yeah. The wrong crowd.
So you were in a gang. You got it. I suppose you can't help getting involved. Is that correct?
Yeah, you can't really help it, Yeah. And when you're a teenager, when you're 13, 14 years old, it's just so easy to get caught in that, Yeah. And that's the path I took. Yeah, that's the path I took. That's the start of the kind of the downfall of me, in a sense. Getting involved with. Yeah.
What sorts of things were the gangs up to? I mean, obviously fighting for territory with other gangs. Was there other things involved, drugs and things like that back in the day?
No, in the 70s, we were breaking into shops and cars and stealing from shops and just all that kind of stuff, just hooligan stuff, and spray painting our names on walls and all the rest of it, as I say, I was going to a good school and stuff. My parents were demented because, they had high hopes for me. I was the youngest, and I showed a lot of promise and stuff, and so they had high hopes for me. And then to see me get involved with these people, I don't like saying these people. Yeah, they were my friends, but they were criminals,
So there really was a dichotomy, really. Sort of on one hand, you were going to school at the grammar school, which you obviously passed the 11 plus and you got into grammar school, which in those days was pretty exceptional. And grammar schools, for those who don't come from the UK, you know, they're government schools, but for the brighter children. So you did incredibly well there, but you got the dichotomy of that. And then at the weekends and the evenings and going home, you're kind of running around with the gang. That must have been quite a life.
Yeah, I was. And that's the story of my life, really, that dichotomy. You know, because I was good with languages and stuff. I was learning French and I was good with languages. And I was just good. I was quite good academically. But it was a total contrast to running wild in the streets.
So at school, you did French. You did O levels? No, in Scotland it's lowers and highers, isn't it?
Well, no, at that time it was O levels, yeah.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, so I got the French, yeah. And German, I got that. Maths, history, art, I got art as well. So I did okay for somebody that, by that time I wasn't going to school much, you know. In the last year when I was 15, I wasn't going. You know, I was dodging school and hanging about with my pals, you know, and
up to no good.
As they say, yeah.
Were the police involved in any way? Were you caught and dragged home by the scruff of your neck to your parents and all that kind of stuff? Did that happen?
Yeah, that happened, and at 16 years old, I got remanded in custody and went to prison for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And the big bad Berlin prison for a 16-year-old was pretty scary, you know. So, yeah, and so the police were involved then, and then that went on for the next few years, you know. I was always getting into trouble. And alcohol, it was mostly alcohol at that time. We were drinking a lot, that made it even worse. So yeah, it was chaos. You know, but there was nothing too serious at that time, although you could look at that as too serious, yes. But, you know, you're a teenager, you can handle stuff, you know. But my parents couldn't, you know, they were, I put them through the ringer, so, you know.
Yeah. So you sort of went through your 20s, and I vaguely remember my 20s. You feel invincible, don't you? So was that what it was like in your 20s? Were you working?
Yeah, well, I got an apprenticeship at 16 as a toolmaker with a large engineering company, a forge here in Glasgow, and I managed somehow to complete that 4-year apprenticeship.
Wow.
And then I went, somehow I got through that and got, you know, I got through the 4 years, completed it. And then at 21, I went to Holland to work. I always wanted to work, I'm a trade.
Yeah.
You know, I was trying to escape that life in Glasgow that I was involved in. You know, I wanted to escape that. So I got a job and went to Holland.
And at this point, I suppose you're in your 20s, are you? At this point, were you drinking more and more as the years went on and on? How was that going?
Yeah. I was a binge drinker. You know, I would just drink to oblivion. And when you go abroad and you're on your own abroad, there's nothing else to do. I found some British bars and stuff, and I would go there and after work and just drink till the place closed, and the Dutch beer. So drink was getting in the way of, you know, I couldn't save any money. I was always broke, and everything was going in alcohol. So there were problems there at that time.
Yeah. So you stayed in Holland for a couple of years. How?
About 4 years.
Right. Yeah. And then you came back. Did you go back to Glasgow, or did you sort of feel I better not go back there?
Well, I came back briefly for a few months to see my family and stuff, and then I went to Germany. I worked there for about 6 months. Came back to Glasgow, went back to Holland, kind of bounced around, and then I went to America. My sister lived in America.
Whereabouts?
Michigan, Grand
Okay.
Rapids, Michigan. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I left Amsterdam, took a flight to Detroit. I was in my late 20s by then, I think, something like that. Yeah. You know, always trying to find a new.
Yeah.
Just always on the run, trying to. I don't know. I wasn't even trying to do anything. I was just bouncing around the world. You know.
Yeah. I suppose it was something in your subconscious. You maybe didn't even know about it, but you knew. I suppose Glasgow was a bit of a magnet, but you knew that if you went there, it could just go worse for you. Did you feel that?
Well, yeah, because by that time, the guys I'd been friends with, they were now full-blown gangsters. You know what I mean? It was like, it was heavy stuff. So, yeah, the best thing I ever did, in that sense, even though it doesn't seem like it, was get away.
Yes.
Go abroad. You know, because I would have been right in amongst it.
So you were in Michigan for a while with your sister?
Yeah, about 2 years, and then I went to Colorado. I met someone, and I went to Colorado, right up in the Rocky Mountains.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was amazing, actually, Colorado. But even there, the drink was getting in the way again, you know. And you don't want to be drinking when you're 10,000 feet up a mountain, you know. No.
Yeah.
But great experience, great to see it. America was amazing. Yeah, it's so big and so vast, America.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it. Yeah.
I suppose one thing about these sorts of places, and I haven't been to Colorado. I've been to the States a little bit, but I spent some time in the desert in Australia. You think of big sky, don't you?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I love that. I love that. I mean, I drove from Michigan to Colorado, and as you're near, eventually you start to see the Rockies rise up in front of you, and it's like.
Yeah, it's fantastic. But you were still drinking, and the drinking was getting more and more, and then that slid into other things, did it? And your life was sort of just. Did you feel it was just going downhill? Quick message. We've just launched something completely free for senior pickleball players. As many of you know, my brother Terry and I run the Senior Pickleball Tips Facebook group, now with over 140,000 members from 63 countries. I know, it's crazy. And we are in the process of building the new Senior Pickleball Academy. Inside, you'll learn in different ways. You can watch coaching videos, listen to podcasts, try the drills, and join live group webinars. We're also creating 4 levels: new beginners, advanced beginners, low intermediates, and high intermediates, each with its own content, so you can improve step by step. But we want you to join early and tell us what you want. That will help you on your senior pickleball journey. And the best part, it's free to join. Just click the link in the show notes and let's build the world's best senior pickleball community together. Okay, now let's get back to the podcast.
Yeah, I didn't really know what was wrong. You know, all I knew was I kept getting drunk and getting into trouble or waking up somewhere. And then I got arrested for drunk driving in America. And I ended up in the county jail there for 4 months. So, you know, it was the drink. And the thing was, I wasn't an everyday drinker or anything. It was just when I did drink, I kind of blacked out every time, you know.
Yeah. So it wasn't like you were drinking every day, but when you were a binge drinker, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. And after the States, what happened to you there? Where did you go?
Well, I came back home around about, I think it was 1990, and I'd have been 30, in my 32 I was, and I came back to Glasgow. You know, I'd been away all this all this time, and I came back.
Yeah.
And I went back to my parents, and it was great to be back home. And we were all, everybody was so much older, and everybody looked so much different. It was like a culture shock coming back, you know.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
And then did you? What happened to you there when you were back in Glasgow? Did things go worse for you?
Yeah.
Was the drinking getting more?
Well, the drinking just was always there, you know. That just didn't go away, the drinking. But it wasn't more. It was just I just passed out, blacked out more quickly. Yeah. I didn't need to drink so much to black out. But I got a house. I applied for a house, and I got a house in Glasgow.
Yeah.
And I moved in there, and it turned out it was right in the middle of everybody around me was heroin addicts. And at that time in 1990, Glasgow was rife with heroin. You know, it was everywhere. Yeah. So I was right in the middle of it, and the neighbours eventually started talking to people. I got involved with them, and I tried it one day, the heroin.
Yeah.
And that was it, really. You know, you try it, and then if you try it again for a couple of days or maybe a week, before you know it, you wake up in the morning and you need it.
Yeah.
Physically, it's horrible. So you're addicted very quickly.
Wow. Yeah.
And that was the beginning of 25 years on it.
Wow, 25 years, and that was in Glasgow, was it?
Yeah, in Glasgow, all the drug dens, the streets, I was a full-blown heroin addict, injecting all day, every day, horrendous, for 25 years,
And then you just spent, between your hits, you tried to get as much money together as you could to buy the next hit. Is that seems to be what happens? Is that correct?
Yes, it's horrendous. It really is, because there's never any satisfaction. Really, you're always trying to get money for the next. You're worried about waking up with no money. So I was shoplifting. Horrendous, horrible life. You wake up, you're in a prison, really. You know, you can't function without it, and you can barely walk. Yeah.
Goodness me. Yeah. So you find yourself in your mid-50s, and you're in this state. Was that rock bottom, William?
Yeah. Well, you know, rock bottom's a funny kind of saying, because I had hit rock bottom many times in those 25 years, lying in jail cells like a skeletal walking dead, you know, or in padded cells because you want to kill yourself. Rock bottoms are funny. I would say something just happened in my 50s, lying in a jail cell. Whether it's rock bottom or not, I don't know, but to me, I had many rock bottoms. But this time, the last time, about 10 years ago, something changed. You know, I was lying there, sick. Nobody knew I was there. I had no friends, no family, nothing. The prison clothes were better than the clothes I had in reception. I had nothing. And suddenly this kind of inner smile came. It was weird. It was like there was nothing left to lose. The ego couldn't say, the ego had nothing to hang on to anymore. So, something happened. And I smiled. I said, well, nobody can do, or nothing can happen to me that's any worse than what's happened to me already. Yeah. And I smiled. Yeah, it was amazing. And I started walking about the prison, waving at people and smiling. And I was waving at prison officers and smiling, and they were waving back. It was mad. This energy, it was amazing. And then suddenly, people started coming, and and helping me. The prison governor called the housing, and got him to keep my house, all kinds of stuff. There was just this energy, you know. It was amazing. And that was 10 years ago. Yeah.
Well, that's quite incredible for you to sort of wake up, as you say, many rock bottoms, but the last one 10 years ago, something clicked, clicked somehow, and then people started helping you, and then you went back to your house, and what happened then?
Yeah. I went back to my house. It was a drug den, wasn't it? You know, but at least there was a roof. Because part of the scary thing was in my 50s, the idea of leaving prison homeless and having to go through all that, you know, was just, that was scary. So just to have a roof over my head meant a lot. But I went home and I started stripping the wallpaper and painting and cleaning it up the best I could, meticulously. I was really present in the moment. Something had changed, you know, and I scraped the wallpaper, painted the walls, brightened the place up, and I was still in amongst all the drug dealers round about me and everything, but I was okay. I was free. It didn't affect me, and I started getting involved with some voluntary work and with the Care Commission, going into care homes and hostels and homeless shelters and talking to people, or letting them talk, really. I just went in and just kind of briefly told my story, and people responded to that.
Wow.
They can talk, So that really helped me, volunteering with the Care Commission.
And kind of helping others, I suppose. That kind of spurred you on a bit.
It did, and it was a good thing to do, you know, because you're kind of, it was strange, I don't know, I was there for people, and I could say, I've been where you are, you know.
Yeah.
And so that really helped, and eventually I got invited to the Royal Garden Party.
Oh my goodness gracious me, sir.
No, I mean, it wasn't I did anything special, it was the Care Commission just put my name forward, you know, and so I went to Edinburgh to the Royal Garden Party, and I thought, my goodness, from Her Majesty's prison to Her Majesty's garden party, it was, you know, it was funny, and it was a special moment, though.
Yeah.
Like, to come that full circle, and then I was playing badminton. I started playing badminton and stuff, and ping pong again. So somehow, that was 10 years ago. Somehow that happened, and about 4 years ago, I applied for a house in Helensburgh here, which is a lovely wee seaside town. I got a house here. It's like you're you know, surrounded by mountains and lochs, and it's just beautiful. So every day's a holiday here. It's amazing.
How wonderful. So you managed finally to sort of physically get away from Glasgow, from central Glasgow. Yeah. And that was about 4 years ago, and then you're playing badminton. Now and then this crazy sport pickleball arrived in your life. Is that correct? About a year ago, because I was playing badminton here. When I came here, I found a couple of places to play badminton, and someone there mentioned pickleball to me about a year ago, and I went along to a beginner session with the coach of the local tennis and squash club. Played Helen, it's called, and you know, I used to drive by that place, and it would say tennis and squash club, you know, and I would think, ooh, a bit too posh for me, you know, but it's not. It's not, and that's the beauty of it. It's like I'm with
I can mix with people from all walks of life. It doesn't bother. I don't feel any inferiority or superiority, nothing. It's just about having fun and connecting with people. So I started playing pickleball, and as soon as I held a paddle in my hand, it felt right because it just felt like it combined everything.
Yum.
To this kind of paddle size. And I knew I was going to be, I would take to this game. But once it's a total different feeling, isn't it? For example, yeah.
So you got a little bit of probably group coaching or something like that, and I understand you're around about a 3.0 level, which is amazing.
Yeah. Well, that's what the coach says. Yeah, and I probably believe that. Skill-wise, because hand-eye coordination with it, playing a lot of table tennis and badminton and stuff, I'm really good at it. I've got quick reflexes. I used to play private-side goalkeeper, so I was always quick. Yeah, very quick. And that hasn't left me for some reason, those reflexes.
So you're playing, you're playing a sort of recreational, social play. Are you... do you think you're going to get into a bit of competitive play now you're a 3.0?
Yeah, well, we've got a team. We've got two teams. We've got Team 1 and Team 2, and I'm in Team 2, and we've played 2 matches already.
Fantastic.
So, and he made me captain of it, so I have a team.
Hang on, you're the captain of Team 2?
Yeah, that's unbelievable, Paddy.
That is absolutely amazing, William.
Yeah.
I mean, what a story. What a story. Yeah. And remind us, what's the name of the club where you are?
It's called Clelland.
Yeah, right.
A tennis and squash club, or pickleball club for us. Yeah, Clelland. That's Craig as in the name Craig, and the name Helen, but it's all one word. Yeah.
All of those listening at the Craig Helen Tennis and Squash and now Pickleball Club, you have an amazing guy here as one of your members. How absolutely incredible.
Thanks, Paddy. Thank you. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing to me to be in this position and being made the captain, and I have to contact there's 12 teams in our division, so I've had to contact all those captains and arrange dates over the next six months or so, home and away games, all that stuff. So it's been really good for me to get involved in that way. And I've done a really decent job, I think. Everything's organised from now till July. So, yeah.
So there's this phrase floating around, which I think our introduction to this episode, which is quite a lot of the time, pickleball changes lives. Do you feel that's helped you in your life?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I'm playing about 3-4 days, 4 times a week, maybe more sometimes. And
wow.
What it does is you're getting out, you're meeting people in a great environment of, activity. It's fun, it's exciting. Something about hitting the ball back and forth with people is a great thing, and you're always improving at it as well. Everybody, it's very addictive, but it's a good addiction, But
well,
it's fantastic.
That's absolutely. Yeah, William, your story is beyond amazing. I am so honoured to hear it, and thank you so much for being so honest and straight with everyone. It is an incredible story, really. So from the depths of despair, you pulled yourself up. No one else did it for you, and you found pickleball, and that has helped you along the way. So I'm amazed, and what an amazing story. So thank you so much for telling us your story. Absolutely amazing.
Thank you, Paddy, for letting me. It helps me, because I can see it all when I tell it like that. I don't do it often. I don't talk about it that much in that way.
Yeah.
But it just makes what life is like now even more amazing. when I see what. Yeah.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
Now you're obviously a member of the Facebook group Senior Pickleball Tips, and how do you find it? Do you find you're finding good bits of hints and advice from the 136,000 members worldwide?
I know, amazing. Yeah, amazing. The tips are really, they're fantastic, mate. And I do use them, and I look at them, and I share them with my team. You know, I'll share them on WhatsApp, little videos or tips about whatever, dealing with injuries and a lot of that. But and what paddles to use, and a lot of questions about what's right and what's wrong, and you know, somebody did this or somebody. Yeah.
Well, that's. Well, I've got a little bit of news for you, William, that you may not know, is that my brother Terry and I, who run that Facebook group, we are starting something called the Senior Pickleball Academy, and it's free, right?
Yeah.
And so there's going to be similar discussion groups and everything as the Facebook group, but also we'll have some courses on there. We'll put these podcasts on there. We'll have loads of hints and tips and advice. We'll have challenges and all kinds of things. And it's aimed at from new beginners up to about 3.5, 4.0 at the most. So I'm going to send you the link, and I hope that you join and you get some people to join the Senior Pickleball Academy. It's free, and we're looking for people like you to join and help me and Terry on our way, and give us tips and suggestions yourselves about what you'd like to see in the academy and what things would help you. So hopefully you'll join, and we'd be honoured to have you as a member.
Thank you, Paddy. Yeah, I'll be interested in that. That sounds great. Yeah.
Good.
Lovely.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Excellent.
Well, it just remains for me just to say a huge thank you, William, again for telling us your story. It's an amazing story, and if anyone is listening to this and they're feeling that they've sort of hitting rock bottom or getting there, well, William hopefully is an amazing inspiration for you. Try and do something to get you out of that situation. Pickleball is one amazing thing. There are others as well. Pick up a pickleball paddle, go along to your latest pickleball venue, and you will just make friends. So William, thank you so much. You've been an absolute inspiration to me and everyone else, and hopefully you'll have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Paddy. Thank you very much.
I'm sure you don't want to miss any of these absolutely super duper Senior Pickleball Tips podcast episodes. So please find us on Spotify, iTunes and Amazon, or you can just ask Alexa. And also remember, we've got the Senior Pickleball Tips Facebook group. We've got these podcasts already mentioned, but also we are starting the Senior Pickleball Academy on the school platform. So find us there. Okay, bye for now.